Hey, good evening. How are you? I think this pink makes this necklace pop, right? In memory of my grandma. Actually, dedicate tonight's topic to my brother, who has been on my heart a lot recently. It's like an undercurrent of grief. I don't know if it's just me, but I've been noticing some of my friends sharing condolences of their family members, and I share with you my condolences. This post is really for whoever is grieving, and for anybody really. So yesterday I was talking to my coworkers about, like, do you believe in astrology? I don't know if you do. Let me know if you believe in astrology. So, it's fun to dabble and look into it. So we were talking about, like, which year are you born in? Like, I'm the year of the rat. And so my coworker's like, I'm the year of the dragon. And my other coworker says, I don't know what year I'm in. I said, well, what year are you born in? And he says, 1980. And I said, you're the year of the monkey. Pretty sure. And he's like, oh, really? And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, that was my brother's year. He would have been your age. That was tough. The reason why I wanted to bring up this topic, I don't even know why I'm getting emotional now, because I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to come on was because the emotions struck so hard. And like, I'm in the middle of a procedure with a patient, and the doctor's doing the injection, and I'm supposed to be ready to, help out or whatever. And I'm like, just turning all like emotional mess, right? It was so weird. We were just talking about astrology, right? So, grief, literally, when it starts to happen, it's like you have this beautiful vase, which is the person you love. And when that person leaves, it's like the vase that they were holding with all your memories and all the beautiful things that you two have together was just dropped and shattered to a million pieces. So anytime you think of a memory, or you look at, your wedding, or childhood pictures, it's tarnished with like the color of your tears, and you just feel like your fingers are filled with blood, because it hurts so bad just to even touch it. But what happens when something shatters like that? The first step is shock. Like, you're just like, what do I do? Everything is just everywhere. I can't put this back together. There's no way back. So what do? The first step is you need support, honestly. For anyone who's grieving, you need somebody to help you get through it. Because when you share your grief, when you share your pain, you're also giving someone an opportunity to show you how to put on gloves and pick up one shattered piece at a time and put it aside, because you still need to walk on this earth. You still need to make space for your pathway to be functional, to get to work, to do house chores. But if there's a bunch of shattered glass from your beautiful vase all over the floor, you can't even walk. And every day it's going to be like stepping on the shattered glass again. Every day. What can I say? I can say this. Sometimes, even though you picked up all the pieces, a little piece is hidden under a corner somewhere when your coworker tells you their birthday is in 1980 and you remember your brother. That's what happened to me. And I just picked up that little shattered piece of glass and I was bleeding like crazy, right? So what can I do? The first step, and I realized this, I was trying to just ignore the fact that I'm crying. I was like commanding myself to stop it right now, right? Have you ever tried to stop your emotions? Like, you better behave. That does not work. I tried. It was a miserable fail. So I can tell you this. Acknowledge your feelings. Like, recognize that, like, he mattered. Like, that was painful, and that his memory warrants sometimes some tears, and that's okay, because you merited to be that person's relative. And perhaps in this moment, you're able to kind of like bring him close to you with that memory. That's what your spirit wants, to bring him back into your world somehow, even through this painful experience. And I put on some music because we're at work, so I'm the DJ, and of course I'm the best DJ. They disagree, but let's be honest. So I put on some music, and I was fascinated how quickly my emotions kind of shifted into a different direction, because your mood shifts with the environment, right? And if you change the volume, change the environment, the mood shifts too. So anyway, it is a huge undertaking when you're dealing with all the shatter, all the glass. And when you have family support and people just showing their love, what happens is your pain and that painful experience is more tolerable, in some way more breathable, through that unbearable moment of like living through this pain, walking on this glass and figuring out how to live through it. And these are my takeaways. When you're going through some painful grief in your life, this is a lesson for someone else in the future. You are creating a guide, and you don't realize it, but this is a guide for your child or your friend or your sister or somebody in need that you maybe don't even know yet. But that right there, what you're living through, is going to be somebody's path one day, where you're going to say, like, I got through it, and I'll show you how to be that guy. Comfort. That was what I noticed for me when I went through that horrible experience in 2009. I use it as like, I can help you at least understand something when I didn't understand it. And this is what I learned from it, And the second thing I can tell you is, pain can be shared. Just like your lessons can be shared, so can your pain. That means that you don't have to keep it all to yourself. Sometimes we think like, they don't understand. They didn't go through that. I know a lot of people didn't go through the pain I went through. But does that mean I can't share my pain on some level with somebody who's empathetic with me, or wants to give me some words of encouragement or guidance? Let that pain be halved at least, or at least a little bit taken, because you carrying all that pain on your own, that's too much. Sometimes it's actually helpful to just unload a little bit with somebody who you trust, somebody who you care about, somebody who cares about you. And the third thing is, memories can be shared too. It's kind of scary to talk about somebody who passed away with somebody who, who's missing them. Like, people don't want to talk to me about my brother, because it's like, why would you want to bring up something that hurts, right? But at the same time, it's also something that validates him. So let us not diminish that memory or his existence or the person we love because they're no longer with us. Let us remember them. I think even though memories are painful, they're also healing, because they give something of value to the person who we miss, and they allow him to live a little bit longer in our breath, in our words, bring him back into this world, on some level. I just want to say my brother was a very funny guy. He always had a way of making me laugh. So I wanted to share with you this meaningful share. I don't usually go on sad. I put on all this colorful makeup and this to make myself a little bit more fluffy and, not fluffy, but like, hyper happy, whatever. If you're grieving, I hope you're working through it and finding a way to go through it, come out of it. I understand if you're in a very dark tunnel, sometimes you just got to keep moving forward, even though you don't understand how you're going to get out of the blackness. I was talking to a friend of mine who lost a very, very close family, lost a wife. And I asked him, how did you get through that time in your life, And he said, you know, it was really the support of family and friends, because without them I was really falling apart. It's really important to get that support. And also, he said, I got mental health help. So that's a powerful thing. I mean, I think when somebody has diabetes, we go to an endocrinologist. When somebody has kidney problems, we go to a nephrologist. Why is it when somebody has like an emotional breakdown, we find it unnecessary or extravagant or like unrealistic to go get help for that? I think mental health is like a powerful step in the right direction if you need it. And you may not know you need it, but if people around you are mentioning like, hey, I think you should get some conversations going with somebody who can help you with this, or kind of give you some perspective or some direction with these emotions that are overwhelming and choking you up inside, yes, it's time to go and look for somebody. And you know, in the direction that a person wants to go, he is being led. If you seek help and guidance, that's what you will find. You will find those things that you seek. I know I sound like a fortune cookie right now. It's actually, I think in another lifetime I was a gypsy, because I like those big hoopy earrings. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful night. And God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. Bye.